there's a combination of things. I do feel that there's real anxiety that you're experiencing, but I feel like something else is happening with the nervous system. And I feel it almost feels like your immune system might be attacking. By the way, I'm not a doctor, y'all. These are not medical opinions. These are personal opinions based on what I'm sensing. You need to go to a doctor and get assessed by a doctor. People like to come to psychics and ask us what to do. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't get a medical degree. That's a lot of training and specialized training at that. With that being said, I keep seeing a few things. One is I keep thinking that your immune system seems to be reacting or responding to your nervous system in a way that kind of feels like it's attacking it. Similar to the way that your body or your immune system would react to, like, if someone has an allergy, you know, like if you're going through seasonal allergies, your body will react to that because of the immune system, and then it triggers symptoms. I feel like what your system is doing is it's engaging with your nervous system in a way that feels like it's attacking it. But I don't feel like it's attacking it for the hell of it. I feel like it's attacking it because something has started to affect the nervous system that almost feels viral or bacterial in a way. There are certain conditions out there that affect the nervous system in a way that might trigger it to behave or to react in a certain way. And you're picking up on it from your end, like something's wrong or whatnot. I'm reminded of like different types of conditions. You think of something like, for example, syphilis, which is an STI or STD. I'm not saying that's what you've got. I'm saying that's something that over time, it starts to impact the nervous system and it causes a lot of issues there. So I'm reminded of that kind of issue. Same thing with like when people had COVID. In the early strains of COVID, they were a lot more aggressive strains. I mean, even to this day, people were still being affected by COVID to some extent because of their genetic makeup and their body's systems. I have a friend who used to work out. He was going to law school. He was doing really well. And then he got COVID in the early stages of COVID when it was first coming out, and his body just shut down. He couldn't walk. He still can't walk without a walker. Whenever he's having an experience, like let's say the sunlight is hitting his skin, but it's not actually like the same experience as we have when it's hot. It actually feels like you're being burned. So it has a very different experience because the system has become so sensitive. So I feel like your system, something's going on that may be triggering it to respond to itself in a way that feels similar to like people who have these types of conditions. I also think you need to check your thyroid because I feel like your hormones are off with your thyroid function, and that might be adding to it. And so some of the anxiety you're experiencing may also be triggered by a thyroid condition. I think that you may need to ask about those two areas to see if anything can be checked to give you some sort of answer. I do see you getting some sort of an injection in December. It's because I feel like you end up going to two different doctors before you get to the second one that is the one that gives you the injection.